Hello, welcome to Just One Secret Word, Absurd Abundance. If this message touches your heart, don't forget to subscribe, like and share it to bless more homes. Let's pray together. There exists a single term, just one, and when you utter it with the right vibration at the precise moment, something astonishing unfolds. As if unseen gears begin to turn, as if the entire cosmos pauses to listen. Wealth, opportunities, chance encounters, synchronicities that defy all logic. Everything starts to align. Yet there is one crucial condition. You must not under any circumstances disclose this term to anyone. It is precisely in this secrecy that its power lies. What I am about to share is not a mystical incantation drawn from an ancient scroll, nor a fleeting superstition. It is something real, tangible, experienced by those who dared to trust in the unseen. This term carries a unique frequency, an energy capable of tuning your mind to the realm of infinite possibilities. It has been indirectly explored by thinkers, like Jacobo Grinberg, when discussing the unified field of consciousness. It is woven into the subtext of ancient sacred writings. It resonates in the whispers of traditions that time has sought to erase. It is not spoken in casual conversations, nor does it appear in online discussions, and that is why its potency remains intact. When you pronounce it, something within you begins to shift. Your personal energy adjusts, and reality, responding to this new vibrational state, starts to react. But beware, the moment you break the secret, even unintentionally, the energy scatters like a breath that snuffs out a flame before the fire can fully ignite. Are you ready to embrace this commitment? Prepared to discover this term, safeguard it with reverence, and wield it as a sacred key to unlock doors previously unseen. Then, stay with me, for what you are about to experience transcends everything that has been said before. If this term is already stirring within you, even without knowing it, write in the comments, "I embrace the mystery." I want to see who is truly ready to receive this power with respect and silence. Your written intention here acts as a vibrational seal, an energetic pact with the universe. Do not reveal what term you might guess it to be. Simply write, "I embrace the mystery," and feel the field shift. Imagine waking tomorrow and noticing that something has changed, that the burden once weighing on your shoulders has simply dissolved. The fear of failure, of scarcity, of not being enough has been replaced by a firm, serene, almost magical sense of certainty. Certainty that everything will work out, that what is yours is on its way, that you are finally on the right path. This is what this term can offer, not as a magic wand that instantly solves everything, but as a code that quietly reprograms how you vibrate, think, feel, and thus attract. Have you ever noticed how some people seem effortlessly fortunate, as if the world conspires in their favor, as if doors open without struggle, as if time is always on their side? The truth few dare to admit is that this is not luck, it is frequency. It is harmony between thought, emotion, and word. These individuals may not consciously understand what they are doing, but they tap into, even intuitively, this hidden language that shapes reality. Now, picture yourself doing this with purpose, with clarity, with awareness. Imagine uttering a single term and, in doing so, feeling as if a subtle electric current courses through your body, as if the space around you expands, as if the universe responds. I hear you. Then coincidences begin to emerge. An unexpected email, money that arrives, an invitation that changes everything. People who fade away, others who appear with almost supernatural precision. This is not fantasy, it is conscious manifestation. And this term is the key, but this key only works for those willing to transform from within. Because it is not enough to speak, you must vibrate. And vibrating requires courage. courage to release control, courage to trust the invisible, courage to keep it from others, for it is in silence that the sacred reveals itself. By preserving this secret, you become the guardian of a portal that opens only for those in tune with its frequency. So ask yourself now, are you ready for this transformation? Ready to shed the old self that doubts, that sabotages, that fears, and align with the field of infinite possibilities that responds to the vibration of your soul? Because if your answer is yes, the change has already begun. Jacobo Grinberg, a Mexican neurophysiologist and relentless explorer of consciousness, spent decades trying to unravel what lies beyond the rational mind. His work, often dismissed by traditional institutions, pointed to a reality far greater than what our five senses can perceive. He referred to it as the neuronal field, or the unified field of consciousness, an invisible matrix connecting everything and everyone. Grinberg posited that reality is, in essence, a projection of our mind onto this field, and by altering internal patterns, we can literally reshape what we call the external world. This single term, kept secret, operates directly within this field. It is not merely sound, it is vibration, and vibration is the language of the universe. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you wish to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Modern science, through quantum physics, is uncovering something similar. The observer influences the observed. Reality is not fixed. It is fluid, malleable, shaped by intention. Neuroscience also confirms that our brain is highly adaptable. Neuroplasticity demonstrates that repetitive thoughts, words, and emotions create lasting neural pathways. These pathways dictate our behaviors, choices, and even our perception of life. When you utter a term with deep intention and repeat it regularly, you are rewiring the very architecture of your brain, aligning its synapses with a new vibrational state, and this state attracts a new reality. But what science still cannot fully explain, and where spirituality serves as a guide, is why certain specific terms produce such profound effects. Did the ancients know this? Indian mantras, Hebrew psalms, secret names used in mystical traditions, all are examples of the power of the word that creates, the sound that resonates in harmony with the whole, the term that becomes manifest, as the gospel states. Everything begins with vibration, everything begins with the term. Grinberg taught that connecting with this field of consciousness requires purity of intention, that the secret was not just about accessing it, but about aligning with it. And alignment occurs when you internally commit to the vibration of what you wish to manifest. This term, soon to be revealed, is not a trick. It serves as a bridge, a link between your inner field and the universal field. When you pronounce it with presence, with silence, with purpose, the field responds, and it responds swiftly. This is why many who discover this term and keep its secrecy report near-instant changes, a flow, an opening, an expansion. Science is still grappling to understand. Spirituality simply affirms the invisible governs the visible, and when you align with this hidden language, everything that seemed impossible begins to become possible. The term is Yaom, simple, soft, almost imperceptible to ordinary ears, but immensely powerful when spoken with awareness. Yaom does not belong to any formal language. It is not recorded in sacred texts, nor tied to specific traditions. This is precisely why it transcends all boundaries. It resonates with the primordial field, a combination of sounds that echoes directly in the frequency of what Jacobo Grinberg might call the quantum structure of thought. When you say Yaom, something subtle occurs. The sound Ya activates the center of expansion. It vibrates with the energy of creation, of beginnings, of permission. It is like telling the universe, I open the doors. The sound Om, ancient and sacred, is the frequency of wholeness, of alignment with the all. It is the sound of pure existence. When you combine the two, you create a code of opening and alignment, a vibrational seal that signals to the field, I am ready to receive and manifest. But take note, the practice is not just in the term itself. It is in how you express it, in the silence that surrounds it, in the reverence with which you protect it. The term should be spoken softly, preferably at night before sleep, as this is when the conscious mind begins to dissolve and the subconscious opens like fertile soil, ready to receive new instructions. It is in this liminal space between sleep and wakefulness that reality begins to take shape. The practice is simple, but demands presence. Close your eyes, breathe deeply 3 times, feel your body relax, feel your mind grow still. Then say the term once, just once, Yaom. Feel the vibration it creates in your chest. Repeat it mentally 2 or 3 more times, then silence. Nothing more. Fall asleep with this vibration still pulsing within you. Do not wish for anything. Do not ask for anything. Simply feel, trust, and allow the field to do the rest. Practice this for 7 consecutive nights, but never speak of it to anyone. Do not share, do not try to convince, do not explain, for the secrecy is part of its power. By keeping the mystery, you concentrate the energy. By sharing it prematurely, you disperse it. Remember, the field responds to vibrational coherence. It does not rely on words, it responds to your frequency. And yes, changes begin to happen quickly. For some, it is a sudden mental clarity. For others, a powerful intuition about the next step. Some receive unexpected opportunities, invitations, solutions that once seemed unattainable. All of this is a response. It is synchronicity activated. But do not cling to the outcome. Simply practice, feel, and trust. As Grinberg said, reality acts as a mirror of the internal state. You now hold the key, and it is in your hands. The choice to use it and guard it wisely is yours. When you pronounce the term, you are not merely making a sound, you are triggering a cascade of responses in your nervous system. The brain, AI-She, vast network of electrical and chemical circuits, reacts instantly to auditory stimuli, especially to the intention behind those sounds. Neuroscience has shown that words with emotional and symbolic weight activate specific brain regions, such as the limbic system, which governs emotions, and the hypothalamus, which regulates hormonal responses. In short, a single term can alter your physiological state. By saying Yaom with awareness, you engage the parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for feelings of calm, relaxation, and safety. This state is vital for manifestation, as a stressed brain enters survival mode, and in survival mode, we cannot create. The nighttime practice with Yaom slows brain waves, shifting the brain from a beta state of alertness and worry to an alpha state of relaxation and creativity, and in some cases, even theta, where the deepest subconscious programming occurs. It is in this state that the inner field aligns with the outer. The silent repetition of the term also establishes a new neural pattern. This is known as neuroplasticity. The brain begins to form new synaptic connections based on the repeated information. Instead of reinforcing old patterns of scarcity, doubt, or fear, you send your brain a new signal: I am safe to receive. Over time, this reshapes your behavior, your perception, and ultimately your choices, which become more aligned with abundance than limitation. Furthermore, the silence surrounding Yaom is equally potent. Silence is a fertile ground for integrating the experience. It fosters introspection and subconscious processing. In this state of stillness, the brain reorganizes internal information, tapping into what Carl Jung called the collective unconscious, a universal repository of archetypes, symbols, and ancestral wisdom. There is also an often overlooked factor. The body responds too. When you vibrate Yaom with presence, your heart rate stabilizes, your breathing deepens, and your electromagnetic field, measurable from the heart, expands. The body enters a state of coherence, and coherence between mind, emotion, and body is the password for conscious manifestation. Thus, do not underestimate what seems simple. Yaom is not just a term, it is a neurological command, an emotional anchor, a vibrational seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And everything planted there blossoms when nurtured with silence, intention, and trust. When you begin to say Yaom with sincerity, something shifts. First in silence, then in the world. It is as if reality starts to move differently around you. Things that once felt arduous become light. The path that was once unclear begins to reveal itself, and you realize you are no longer walking alone. An invisible intelligence is guiding you. You start to notice small miracles, a phone call at the exact right moment, an idea that emerges like a whisper but solves a problem that troubled you for days. People begin to interact with you differently, as if touched by something they cannot name. This is not an illusion. It is the field responding to the new frequency you are emitting. The most curious part is that nothing has changed externally, but everything has changed within. And because you have changed internally, what once seemed random begins to feel perfectly aligned. You find yourself in the right place, at the right time, with the right words effortlessly, as if a dance is unfolding and you are suddenly moving in step with the music. Not because you rehearsed, but because you listened, felt, and let the sound guide you. This is the beauty of Yaom. It does not demand, it tunes you like a pure note that, when struck, makes everything around it resonate in harmony. And the answers you awaited, the paths you sought, begin to unveil themselves, not as grand revelations, but as gentle certainties, as intuitions that materialize before your eyes. You realize you no longer need to chase. Things come to you because you now radiate something different. Your presence shifts the environment, your energy creates space. Your vibration becomes an invitation for the invisible to work in your favor. And this is only the beginning. The more you practice, the more the field understands, the more it responds, the more you trust. And in this silent trust, life unfolds, flower by flower, path by path, miracle by miracle. Now that you know Yaom, now that this sacred sound has been planted in your heart, a new path lies before you. It is not an external path with signs and defined trails. It is an inner path, revealed step by step as you walk it. For true transformation does not occur when something external changes. True transformation happens when something within you awakens and the world responds. Throughout this journey, you have received more than a technique. You have received a code, a vibrational key that belongs to no religion, no master, no system. It belongs to the silent language of the cosmos, the same language that moves the stars, breathes life into the oceans, and makes your heart beat without effort. Yaom is a reminder that you too are part of this cosmic movement. And when you align with this invisible dance, everything changes. Not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. You allowed the field to guide you, the silence to speak to you, the mystery to transform you. You may feel the urge to share, to tell someone, to show that something extraordinary has happened. But remember, the power lies in the secrecy, not because it is fragile, but because it is sacred. And the sacred requires silence to flourish. Trust in this mystery, trust in the vibration, and above all, trust in yourself. If something within you has been touched by this message, if you have felt a truth that words cannot explain, write in the comments, "I heard the call." each. Declaration written with intention is an energetic signature in the field. It is a confirmation that you are ready. And if you wish to continue receiving content like this, to dive deeper into the power of consciousness, the hidden practices that awaken the soul, and the science that validates the invisible, subscribe to this channel. Turn on notifications, for there is much more to come. This journey does not end here. It has only begun. With each new step, a new revelation. With each new silence, a new power. With each new vibration, a new reality. Yaom, may you guard this term with respect, use it with wisdom, and may your life never be the same. Don't forget, if this message touches your heart, subscribe to the channel for more content that builds faith and love. Like the video if it blessed your life, and share it with friends and family who need restoration in their homes. Together, we can spread God's light to more people. Check out the comments for prayers and testimonies. Your participation is valuable.